with our sponsors. But before we introduce our special guest, stay tuned for that. Quickies, pre-rolls, thank you so much for sponsoring us today on the podcast. As always, you make sure we get elevated. And actually, I'm going to give this to you.
Oh, thank you.
That's a gift for you.
Ooh,
that's your own. You're going to take it home or you can smoke it later because you know why?
That's awesome.
We got one that we can spark up
fantastic.
right here during the podcast. So, but before we do that,
you want to smell my feet?
I want to smell her feet. I am on the hunt for the industry's stankiest, smelliest. Okay, buddy, I need to get right here.
He's like, Dad, I thought we'd do this together.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, everybody. Miss Ava James. It's about time. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. I know they're wet.
Oh. Wow.
Do you like it?
Do I like it? Let's find out here. There we go, everybody. Oh. Ooh, they are sweaty.
Ooh, they're nice and painted.
Oh, I love this.
Oh my god! They are
All right,
so
everybody.
sweaty. It's gross.
If you want, oh yeah, you want to know what these smell like?
Oh.
Stay tuned, everybody. As always, hashtag what's next. Here we go. We're about to do the podcast, and of course, got to give a shout out to Zoa. Do you know about Zoa?
I don't. It looks pretty cool though.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh.
Niko's obsessed.
Obsessed. Okay.
If Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said,
Do something,
do
Niko would be
something,
like,
I'm
I'll
gonna
do
do
it.
Would
We
you,
buy his tequila. His tequila's really good.
yeah,
You would let him?
yeah, it's The Rock.
I feel like he would break you.
He would break you. That's what they say
I
about,
mean,
you know,
hey, The Rock, you
Godzilla
wanna
and,
try me?
and, you know, but all these.
I'm sorry, but
You know what that reminded me of,
What?
actually? Okay, so I shot with this girl. I filmed with this girl, like, just last week. And she's this cute little Asian girl.
Ooh.
Anyways, we took some, like, still shots together. And my man was there.
Oh.
And
Oh.
there was such a height difference. Like, I'm pretty tall. There was such a height difference. He called me Ava Zilla. Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'9.5".
See, I have a best friend. She's, how tall is she? Like 6'1".
Okay.
And she'll still rock them heels. I'm like,
Get it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving this fit, by the way.
Me
This
too.
is
I love the
like-
Care Bear.
Thanks.
This is great. And I love the socks. Now,
Thank you.
these,
Yeah.
stank these up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you can give some extra.
I love how you love pink. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I do really like it. I have a whistle too, but I took it off. I didn't want to be too like.
No?
Yeah.
Why
I
not?
mean,
I don't know.
yeah, that's
Maybe I can put it on.
Oh, man. All right, everybody. What's up? It's Niko with the Local Town Podcast. And hello, Miss Ava James. Wow. I already smelled those stanky feet. Y'all already know.
I smelled those feet.
Yeah, she did.
I smelled them.
Baby,
It was her first time too.
can you just real quick dive into that? Miss Classy smelt some stanky feet for the first time.
I know, I'm really surprised, but you know what? They were a good stank. Like, I can see where Niko's, where that, like, the pheromones, like, the smell. It was like, okay.
That's awesome.
I liked it.
Okay, that's great.
My dick went whoop. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like, now if you would have had both feet in there,
Yeah?
I might have like dripped a little bit.
Okay.
I was
That
gonna say,
would-
would you have, like, two? But no, it's still the one.
It's one dick.
Yeah.
I could have popped
Yeah.
two boners.
Yeah. Did you know there are actually people with two dicks? And there's a girl on OnlyFans, she's got two pussies.
I got two pussies.
Really? I'm gonna need to look that up. I need to see what that
some
looks like.
deep diving.
That's some
okay.
big, I could
I
eat two
smoke
pussies
weed.
at the same time.
I smoke weed and then the weird shit that
Yes! Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna look this up. But then you're like,
and then you go in a hole. And then
yes,
you're like
the
oh,
rabbit hole, we call
and
it.
I almost like want to delete my history because of the shit that I've looked up, you know? Like it's really
Sometimes I go back
like
and I love.
sleeping, like fuck me while I'm sleeping, like rape, but it's not rape because you put your booty up while you're sleeping.
yeah. I mean, or like midget porn, you know?
Ooh,
Yeah.
but they have big dicks, or is it proportional?
I mean, all different kinds.
Like, is it like a tripod? Like they could.
Yeah, I mean, there's some, yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you fucked a midget.
No. I've just watched it online.
But would you?
I mean, Probably.
I would fuck a midget. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I'm.
You don't discriminate.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You can't.
You love them all.
You love them all. Sorry, our shout out to our BTS producer in the back, Phoenix. He just had to make sure to give us a compliment. Okay, so real quick, baby, what is our first topic? What do we talk about?
Duh. Sex.
Yeah, sex.
I mean, we always talk about sex, cannabis, coffee, alcohol. Which one is your favorite?
Okay.
And then relationship, you know, we try to be open on the struggles because it's not easy.
This is good.
For sure. Yeah.
And then what's the last one? We do a
Do
game.
you want some?
We're gonna do
Yes, thank you. We do a game, and then what else do we do?
I smell her feet, which
We
I already
already
did
did.
that.
Yeah, we did that.
I'll
you're
feel
gonna-
my titties.
You're gonna feel her titties.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And we just get down and dirty with this. So
And we
let's
talk
do
about
it.
your talent.
Let's get down and dirty. So,
Okay.
Miss Ava James, we have you here for a reason. You're from Canada.
I am Canadian.
So please drop it in. Socials. What are we gonna talk about with you? Go.
Okay. Do you
Your
guys
socials. Just
my
tell you-
social media?
Yeah, your fans. Where
Where
are
can
they
people
gonna find
Oh,
this sexiness?
yes. Okay, Instagram, A_V_A_James88. Find me on Instagram. You can also find my OF under the
Okay.
same handle.
Let's go.
Look at that. Makes it easy.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
Miss Canada, why are you here, and why are we gonna talk about some certain story about you that kind of made some headlines?
Yes.
So I was an educator in Canada. I worked with special needs kids in a high school. And I got outed for my OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Damn. So how? That's
I got a
interesting.
so the whole story is I was actually I had my second spine surgery.
Okay.
I was recovering, and I got a cease and desist email from the school district I worked for, just saying to take down all Ava James socials. So my real name is Kristen
I'm
Mcdonald.
gonna Google that.
But I made up an alias
Yes.
in order to kind of protect my identity, because I did understand that, I do work with vulnerable youth, and I think that just from a respect standpoint, and I wanted to keep things private, and
That's fair.
Separate.
that was my choice. So I got a cease and desist letter. They told me to shut everything down, and I didn't.
You said what?
Yeah, so I ended up reaching out to a friend of mine who's a journalist.
Okay.
And I said, hey, this is happening. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my job. I don't feel good about it. I need to spread awareness somehow. That's kind of like the only thing I had up my sleeve that I felt like I could, at least do is bring awareness to the situation. And because I really didn't think it was right what they were doing.
No way.
I don't think it's right either. It's one of those things that it's like when girls growing up, it's like you can't wear this because you're gonna tempt someone else.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
That's not my issue.
that's not our problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I was
100%.
tempted.
for,
I was
for
tempted.
the fact that like OnlyFans, they have to know your handle.
Yes.
So someone really
Well, and my
Did you?
account at the time was only paid. So you had to pay to get in.
so yeah, someone paid and then they ratted on you. How
Yeah.
rude.
Not only that, so the district, the HR department subscribed to my OnlyFans as a means of investigation.
Wow.
I feel like I'd be like, that's a violation of my privacy, even though you're paying. But like,
The superintendent
totally
was like,
felt-
"Oh yeah."
yeah.
It totally felt like I was violated. Yes.
I would feel violated because again, you have to find OnlyFans. I like the way that you have to know who you're looking for. You
Yeah.
can't just be like search a name and hope something comes up.
Well,
like, you
and
have to have it.
to make matters even worse, when they did subscribe, they screenshotted some content.
It says
And
you're not
that's- you're not
supposed to.
supposed to.
And they asked me to describe the act that I was doing in the video.
I'd be like, which one do you
So,
want to see? Which one turned you on the
I
most?
put in an email that I was fucking myself with a purple dildo till it came.
That's fair.
Facts. Period.
You know, I hate
Drip,
that.
drip,
Like,
drip.
I get it, like the whole you thing. Okay, whatever. But I feel like that goes back on the parents. Like, that's them doing their parenting or whatever. We're not parents, so we can't really speak on
No,
that.
it's true. I mean, especially when a visa is involved, like there has to be a source of payment. These kids are not old enough, and not to mention too, like
someone
the
hated you for
kids
that, for sure.
the kids nowadays that are growing up, OnlyFans is so in their face. I don't think it bothers them the way it bothers my old school coworkers. Those are the people that had the issue with it.
Facts.
You know?
That's so true. It is, I feel like, a generational thing where it's like, you feel very, like, I used to work for a Fortune 500 company, and when we started this, I was very like, oh my goodness, they can't find out. Even at AVN, I was super scared, and now I'm just like, I don't want to live that life where I have to worry about what someone else, what I'm doing, if that can affect my livelihood, because it
100%.
affects livelihoods, and it's just,
you don't feel comfortable.
Well, it's like, it's a bad relationship, just with almost like a controlling boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's like whoa, like it's my life. I get to choose, and not only that, it's like when you look at education and what I did, we were making $45,000 a year, and nobody talks about the fact that we had to pay out of pocket for our benefits. So what is they call $45,000 a year, which isn't livable in Vancouver. We were just talking before this about housing and how crazy expensive it is. $40,000 a year is not enough money to survive. And I'm a single mom. I have a daughter.
Does your daughter know everything?
My daughter knows that I don't work for the school board anymore.
Okay.
My daughter knows that I take pictures to make money.
Adult pictures?
No, we have modeling essentially is what I've kind of explained to her.
Gotcha.
She knows that I travel and do photo shoots and do podcasts and stuff.
Podcast, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm very certain at some point I will be having a conversation and explaining the extent of how I make money.
Is she an adult yet or no?
Oh, she's 7. She's only 7.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
At the right time.
Exactly. And I think too, like, I try and be as open and honest with her as possible. I hope that she sees that, I hope she doesn't have the same shame and embarrassment that, some of the older generations kind of carry with sex work and this kind of thing. So
that's interesting because, I grew up in a very Catholic, I have my confirmation and it was always like, sex for marriage, and I lost my virginity later, compared to most people. And it's not until now that I'm like not ashamed to masturbate. Like I used to never masturbate. Like he would be like, don't you masturbate? I'm like, no. I've never felt
self-pleasure.
Yeah, and so I got a toy from XBiz, thanks XBiz, from one of their VIP packages, and now I'm just like, yes, like it shouldn't be shameful. It's literally built in you to come. Like,
and I think too, like when you look at life, like obviously we're always searching for the purpose of life. We have a choice. Struggle is going to find us. That's just the reality. But we have a choice whether or not to make life fun and enjoyable, right? And yeah, like self-masturbate, especially for women, I think is so important to masturbate because you learn your body, you learn what you like, what you don't like. If you can't make yourself come, nobody else is going to be able to.
Boom.
That's like right there, the whole tagline of this podcast. That's like the best thing ever.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, I do want to add to, you don't want to think that your daughter's going to grow up thinking that she's ashamed of what her mom did or anything. My mom was also a sex worker in the industry where she was an exotic dancer, right? So when my parents separated, a couple years after, she decided to, she had 3 boys to raise. Yeah. And she became a dancer, and shout out to mom. I remember times you coming back from, say, Texas from a traveling trip. We knew you were a bartender or dancer or something. We didn't know what to the extent, but there was a time you came home with 2 suitcases, one with all your high heels and all your outfits, and the other suitcase with just money.
Cash money.
And you were like, all right, boys, let's make sure all bills are paid, and then we go on vacation. So shout out to mom and all the sex workers out there that are, hard at working at what they do.
That shit is hard. It is physically hard.
Well,
I've seen people like
100%. And
the work that you put. I mean, fucking is you. Like, it's a lot of
or
work.
talk about Tess the Mess when we recorded her 3 dicks in one day. We're just recording her back to back to back.
I literally wanted to go take a bath myself. I was like, damn, that pussy got pounded.
She got showered with some cum. She got some cream pie. And it was back to back. I mean, she cleaned herself up, but it wasn't like she had time to shower.
And I think that's the crazy thing about like when we first started and we would go on these shoots, a lot of my friends would be like, oh my God, what is it like? Or how is Niko gonna be there and you're not? Like, there's fucking all around, they're just gonna fuck up. And I'm just like, to be honest, before getting in this industry, I had one way of vision just because that's how I grew up.
Perception of everything.
Once I started to do this podcast, it opened up like, this is work. Like, you're on a set, you sign waivers that you're not gonna harass the talent, and it's a super respectful environment. And I think that's what doesn't get shown. It's people think so negatively about it. And when we got there, it's, again, you have your call sheets. Hey, is your test? You have your test. I got my test. Okay, cool. Let's do it. And it's, okay, by this scene, we got to do this. And I'm like, damn, this is really,
at least by 30, 40
really,
minutes
it's a production. And so I wish people would see that side of it. It's, yes, it's fucking, but it's the lights, it's the cameras, it's everything.
Yeah, I think, I think society is coming, I think we're moving forward where, sex work and whether you're doing porn or you're a dancer or whatever, I think people are kind of recognizing it more as a hustle. I think that, the shame and everything, just like a lot of things, came from the church. Honestly.
It's true.
Catholic home.
Yeah. It's not
hey, my mom too.
It's not a Christianity podcast, so I feel like but at the end of the day, I think too with OnlyFans, it gives women an opportunity to be in control of the money they're making, B, the content you create,
your life,
who they're creating.
Well, and that's it too. And I think it's so important to acknowledge that with OnlyFans, it's changed the game. I have my boundaries, I stick to them.
I love that.
Was that your first feet smelling on camera?
Yes.
He's still thinking
about that.
I
was on a tangent, and he's still thinking about it.
I mean,
again, the stank.
Yeah,
it was a good stank.
It started with me in 5th grade.
Okay.
I mean, back.
You know what? I think my feet get so sweaty sometimes. I could literally put moist socks in a Ziploc and send them to you.
Please.
Yeah, okay.
My birthday's coming up.
Actually,
May 1st.
We talked about that gig. I want you guys to sell my shit.
Yeah. All right. Look here. We're dropping it exclusively. The Local Talent Podcast, are going to exclusively sell her items, meaning socks.
Sweaty, stinky feet socks.
Ooh. Maybe some of her underpants. And maybe some stuff used in scenes. Ooh. So stay tuned, everybody. We got some exclusive items we will be selling. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So we are talking. I'm getting a little excited because we keep talking about your feet.
Okay.
But let's go back. I want to focus in on a little bit more about your headline story.
Okay.
So we talked a little bit about how you lost your job. Now we're kind of diving into what you do now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. We interacted maybe just a month ago.
Yeah, I think around the AVN.
And here we are.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
What have you been doing, and what's kind of coming?
Coming.
Yeah, coming. CUMMING.
What have you been doing in Vegas?
What have I been? I'm on a lot of podcasts. I've done some photo shoots. Gonna meet up with Stephanie Love. Hopefully do a collab.
Hey.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boot, her feet are stinky too.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I'll have to do a
Yeah,
sandwich.
her butt
Sandwich.
is great, hey?
I love her butt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Stephanie Love, we love you.
Yeah. No, I showed my boyfriend her and I was like, this is my girl crush.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
He's probably like, damn, you're gonna leave me for her.
Yeah, right. I love Stephanie.
He's a very secure man. He has to be, you know.
In this industry.
Yeah. Is he in it as well or no?
We make content. He's my only boy-girl content that I make.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good
We're
dick.
so romantic.
I love that.
That's a good dick right there.
Oh no,
Go
it is.
subscribe.
I literally said to him, I'm like, listen, there's a few reasons why we're together, and like your dick is one of them. You know, like he's got a
Bing,
good dick.
bing, bing. These girls have something in common.
Yeah, I mean, I married him for the dick. It's like the best cum ever, like the best orgasm. And he's such a good giver that like I get maybe like 7 to his 1.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah.
I'm just
I'm a good comer. Like I'm gonna take that too. Like that's.
I feel like I am too. I feel like I come a lot.
If you can do 7 times to his 1, I feel like you probably are.
It's a
Because the doggy style, you probably get about 2 in there, and then when you're riding, you get like 5. Yeah, it's like right when you get on, boom, there's 1, and then
And then it's just like a ripple. Like it just, especially like if we have like high sex, sometimes I'll be writing, and then you get lost in your head, and then I'll remember that I'm writing. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's a double because I forgot, and then I got it again.
That's a reminder. That's a reminder. We're gonna keep going here. So, how about when we actually are on Twitter and like after we just do a podcast, we're like, ooh, let's go watch Ava James. Oh yeah,
Let's
and then we
go.
fuck to you. It's so hot.
Oh, did you? Are you going to?
We're going to.
We're going to.
Oh, you should.
So we just asked for you to share your OF so we can,
Okay.
get some exclusive.
Yeah.
And then we'll tag you on.
I'll
my
send you some free content. Just tell me what's up.
Oh, anything you want to send, we'll send
Phoenix
back.
is like.
We'll send back to
Are
you.
you guys like a squirt fans?
Yeah. I've actually never squirt before.
We need her.
I think what
we
it
need some
is,
help.
it's
We need
the it's my head. I'm like,
We need some help with this.
I feel like I just get so like, because again, I've really never been comfortable to explore that part of my sexuality and really just be open to it. And now I'm like, fuck yeah.
I told her all the time she
You'll
could
get there.
golden shower me, like,
He's gotten that a couple times. For
I love after when she comes home from kickboxing, and I'm like, let me smell that ass.
That's the best.
Or like,
Like I don't have to do anything.
after
I
she just
be
took a
like,
shit.
Hey.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Everything. This guy has no boundaries. He's like, babe, whatever.
Stankier the better.
Wow.
I used to be like,
Lucky
what?
lady you
You
are."
don't want me to go shower first? And
Right.
he's like, no. And so now I'm like, I purposely don't shower after.
She'll
we
come
do
home,
it.
she's like, I haven't showered yet. I'm like, yes.
I fucking love it.
Yeah,
It's-
that's kind of us.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Kind of
Good
is.
for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. Yeah. So you were asking about content.
Oh.
Yeah. So I make boy girl with my guy, and then I do a lot of girl girl.
I love that.
I can't wait for our segment later then.
Ooh, which one?
Oh, well,
Are we gonna do
Oh,
like a
that's right.
3-way? Oh, I was gonna say
Oh.
a 3-way. You, me, and Stephanie Love.
Well, you can,
yeah, no, it's
that's
you,
Stephanie
you,
Love.
and Stephanie Love.
Have a Stephanie sandwich.
There you go.
Look at that.
Mm.
Look at that.
Phoenix, I think you need to call off.
He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, right. Look at Chewy's like this.
Stay tuned, everybody. I just heard we might have a Stephanie,
Sandwich.
oh my god, an Ava James sandwich. Ooh, we're gonna get exclusive later. That's gonna be an OnlyFans high tipper right there. Okay, let's get into, we are cannabis connoisseurs. We love drinking alcohol. We love caffeine. Out of all those, if you were to rate them on your daily intake, where do you go with?
Well, I'm a mom, so caffeine is essential.
Caffeine, like coffee caffeine, or do you do like energy drink
I
caffeine?
do coffee.
Do you
Yeah.
make it yourself or like to go like to the Starbucks?
I do a bit of both. Yeah. I have an espresso machine at home.
Same.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
It is very good. Pardon me. Yeah, so I try not to drink too often, although I do really quite like it.
Agreed.
makes you kind of horny, like for me at least.
Yeah. I've been smoking a lot of weed lately, like every day.
Every day.
That's
Us too,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I guess that's your order here. Now, if you were to rank those in terms of what gets you the most horniest,
Oh, horniest. I feel like I'm just like in a constant state of horny. Unless I have like, like lots of stuff to do.
I feel that.
Yeah, and it's like I'm just like maybe a little overwhelmed that I'm not horny because I feel like, okay, I got lots of
So on a
shit to
1 to 10, how horny are you right now?
do. Like an 8.
And then when Stephanie Love comes, she'll be like a 15.
Yeah. Out of 10.
So you love to eat pussy more than suck dick.
No, I like both.
But if you had a preference,
Well, I like to suck my man's dick. My man's.
that's
my
so
man's.
romantic.
that's like her. She loves to suck my dick.
Yeah, no,
I
like
used to hate giving like a blowy. Like I used to like.
A blowy.
I used to hate it so much. I was not a giver, and then I met him, and I'm like, you know what?
I actually like getting my face fucked. Is that weird?
Oh my god, I
Like-
love when she
like-
rides me.
Like to the point where like I gag.
Oh, you want the throat in?
Yeah, like throat fucked.
Oh no, I was talking like her pussy on my face. I'm like, ah.
Oh yeah, that's a good ride too.
Oh
Like
yeah.
she's fucking my face.
Yeah, I mean I'm fine to do that too, but when it with
With the dick in the mouth.
with dick, I like a good face fuck.
I love dick. It's like a person. I love you, dick.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do love that dick. Like a lot.
It's got a good curve.
Oh,
It
okay.
It's
does.
the right curve.
It like.
Good.
Okay, so we're gonna spicy with it here. So if we're to talk about a collab or a person in the industry that you're like wanting to hit collab with, that
Aside from Stephanie.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna be like obviously.
that's gonna happen soon. Who else?
I've talked to Courtney Tilla a lot.
Okay.
You know, she's another school teacher that lost her job for.
I thought you were gonna say squirter, but okay, school teacher.
No, school teacher.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that. I'll let you know. And then there's Andy Avalon too in LA.
Okay.
Looks like a good collab. Girls.
Pussy.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
You?
I'm a big lesbian.
So wait, didn't you just tell me the other day you were looking for a girl that could maybe eat you out the right way?
Oh yeah, I've only had 2, and they were good, but it wasn't like.
Orgasmic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That's too bad.
I was actually pretty sad, because it's like your first times, and you're like, fuck yeah, like eat me out, and and I was just like, ooh, that was rough.
They just didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it was just kind of like all over, and I'm like, where are you going? Where is this at? And yeah, so I haven't had a good female like eating my pussy yet.
That's too bad. What's that?
Maybe we'll have to have that happen.
The day is young.
The day is
Let's transition a little bit to more so the headlines. Now we're going to transition. You talked about some dirtiness but let's talk about you.
Okay, yeah.
Your daily life.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, aside from this crazy entertainment industry that we're a part of that
Yes.
some people are a little jealous of.
Yes.
Your daily life. You said you're a mom.
Very much a mom, yep.
Your kid is 7 years old, you said?
Yes.
So how long have you been in the industry? And then let's go talk about, 7 years with the kid.
Yeah, so I've only had an OnlyFans page for a year and a half.
Okay.
Damn, so that was recent.
Yeah.
Fuck, that
Just in the
was.
summer, yeah.
That's so crazy. Oh, so like this is your first school year that you were not part of.
Yes. Yeah.
And how long?
8.5 years. Yeah.
How quickly after you started did they find it? So like a year?
Just under a year. Yeah, just under a year. And it was like, it's one of those things with OnlyFans. It's like, yeah, you can be secretive. But I was at that cusp where like I was trying to get bigger and trying to make more money. And obviously with advertising, if it blows up, it's,
I see what you mean.
it's a risk, right?
Risk
People are
reward.
people are gonna find out, and
Yeah. It happens.
and I honestly, I was actually almost relieved once everything was out in the open, because I didn't like feeling like I was living two lives.
I understand that 100%.
Yeah, like I'm a very open and honest person, and I feel like it was really nice to have just everything out in the fucking open, and not
at that point you were like, I don't give a fuck, because you already
yeah. Well, and I already took so much flack at the at my school job, just like based on my appearance, and it's so shitty. Like I feel like, you know, especially in school settings, we teach our kids like don't judge a book by its cover and all this kind of thing. But like it was just, you know,
bullshit.
Yeah, it's like you can't be blonde and have big tits and work in a school. Like what the fuck? Like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
And like the reality is too is like I like the way I look. Why?
I love the way you look.
Well, thank you.
Bam, 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 bam.
I appreciate that. But it's just, I don't know, it's just some bullshit. I just couldn't get behind it. It was.
And then just recently, sorry, I want to talk about, you just had your second spine surgery?
Third.
Okay, wait,
Yeah,
what?
third spine surgery.
Can you talk and show the camera a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you want to stand up and just talk about it?
Like there.
Wait, let me see.
Right.
Oh, wow, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Doesn't even look like any crazy scar.
So, and like, the last surgery I had, they put 2 rods and 6 screws into my spine.
Oh.
How long were you, what was your recovery time?
I was in the hospital for a week. And then it was just crazy though, like, because I was in pain for so long prior to surgery. Like after that week, I was actually like, oh, I'm pain free almost. Like,
Interesting. It was like that.
yeah, just like obviously there's some tenderness around the actual incision.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was bizarre how quickly.
That's amazing though, because you had said that, you know, you were suffering for like 3 years and it was so painful, and then to have this, it's like,
And I couldn't work out too for like 3 years, which was a big part of my life for a long time.
So surgery and recovery too. She's had some surgeries as well. Crazy surgeries, you know, where she couldn't really have any sex for a while.
Yeah.
Couldn't do
oh, it
any
was
play.
like 18 weeks.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Everything.
She literally would have a surgery, 6-week recovery, surgery, 6-week recovery, surgery, 6-week recovery.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
it was.
sex deprived for a minute.
And I get like sex-green. You know, people get hangry. I am a person that Niko's like, you just need a good fuck, let's go. And I'm like, okay. Like, and I feel it too. I'm like, just fuck me, please. I need to feel better.
Because she doesn't masturbate.
I wasn't as, actually I still need to, like, I like the toy that I have, but I definitely come more with like insertion. Like just.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Usually it's the opposite for women.
Yeah, it's more of the insertion.
Maybe that's why that girl didn't make you come.
Ooh, it could be.
I'm telling you, my dick is curved to the right, and it's just
And I love to
good
ride.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dick is curved to the right too.
I bet it is. I can't wait to see that dick, baby. Woo. Okay, so we have a surprise for you.
Oh.
We not only have gifts for you.
Aw.
Where is the gifts? Where's the
Oh,
gift?
let me grab it.
I'm excited.
But we're also going to play a game. This is kind of
Okay.
what we do in our show. And the game is, we'll tell you, but the loser, every time you lose, you have to remove an article of clothing.
What?
So, sorry. But here you go. So this is a
Oh,
bag
that's nice.
that Miss Classy is her alias name, and she makes these.
That's so cute. I
with
love
our,
that.
With our logo,
And it's pink.
It has
It's your
pink.
favorite.
Oh.
and we have one more surprise for you.
Oh,
So
wow.
I know you gave us your stanky, smelly used underwear with some period on it. Woo! But Miss Classy as well, we are hoping to do our own lingerie underwear line.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're
I just want to
hoping.
be on people's pussies.
We're hoping that if you maybe would model these for us to have us on your pussy today.
100%.
100%. But before we do, let's go ahead and play a game, shall we?
Let's play.
Let's play. All right, so we're going to remove these chairs. We're going to cut the camera.